Today we're going to be talking about how sunlight goes through the ocean zones. But before we go into that, we have to talk a bit about the ocean zones itself. Iran's going to be explaining about that.
Okay, the first one in the ocean layers is the sunlight zone. The second one is the twilight zone. The third one is the midnight zone. The fourth one is abyss zone, and then the last one is the trench zone.
Scientists were able to classify each zone by the amount of sunlight it gets. So you see, for the sunlight zone, all the light enters through here, and therefore making it very bright. Some soft sunlight enters here in the twilight zone, where it is mostly black, but some part of it actually has light. But the midnight, the abyss, and the trench zone are pitch black. Also, if you didn't know, all the volcanic eruptions all happen in the trench zone. So when sunlight hits the surface of the water, the rays, they bend or refract, and this happens because of the density of the water, and it starts to spread apart. Now, the deeper it goes, the more black it gets because they move more slowly, and since they're spread apart, the sunlight only appears on the topper edges, on the topper zones. Start the experiment to see how sunlight travels in different zones. So, the first thing we need to do is take this blue water and pour it in at this limit. So, Iran, can you do that? Good, that's enough. So as you see, Iran poured it till half of the jar, and next what we have to do is we have to pour oil. So Iran, can you do that? Pour it to the point.
Make sure to be careful when you pour oil, and also wherever you pour something, make sure to put a line so you don't forget.
Yeah.
Now turn the cap.
What we have to do is we have to take the cap, and the next thing we do is we have to close it very tightly. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to shake this jar. So let's start. 3, 2, 1. So I've shaken it for a couple seconds. You only have to do this for a couple seconds, and we'll let it rest and see. And after that, we'll come back and see how it looks. So as you see, we rested it for like some time, and you see this. There's a lighter part showing up here. There's some part, like it's a bit of a darker part than the lighter part. After this is like a very dark part. So you see these zones that are showing up in the jar. These zones that are showing up in the jar, these zones represent the sunlight zone, the twilight zone, and the midnight zone, or the darker zones.
This is going to be talking about these three zones. First one is the sunlight zone, the second one is the twilight zone, and then the third one is the midnight zone. Why is this? Because there's more sun in the sunlight zone, and there's a little bit sun in the twilight zone. You know, there's only sun reaches to two ocean layers, sunlight zone and twilight zone. The other layers are completely dark.
That is how the ocean zones are formed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.